Data obtained from the Upper West Region's Department of the Food and Agriculture shows clearly that the triplet Sisala districts and municipality are the leading producers of maize and other staple foods in the Upper West Region, and by extension the country at large. They collectively produce a total of 103,474.42 metric tons of maize in 2019 farming season alone. Despite the huge success achieved in producing high-volume staple food, especially maize in the region, the enclave has the poorest, or better still, the worst feeder farm access road network in the region. Residents of the Sisala East, Sisala West, and Wa East are at a loss as to how come they were excluded from the 670.2 kilometers length of farm access road project.
This is not a political vendetta. We are craving for our fair share of the proverbial national care.
Minister for Roads and Highways, Kwesi Amankwata, last Tuesday broke the ground for work to begin on the 35 million euro funded projects. The project is aimed at improving interconnectivity between areas of production of agricultural crops and market centers in the region. 8 out of the 11 municipalities and districts in the region will benefit from the project. Chiefs, smallholder farmers, members of the Sisala Youth Forum, and politicians from all sides of the political divide vent their anger on the decision to exclude what they call the breadbasket of the region, stating that it is unfair and unequitable, knowing too well the poor infrastructure situation of the district. Paramount Chief of the Zenith Traditional Area, Kura Abu Diek Abu Kebeninia V, addressed the press conference.
The criteria for selecting the beneficiary districts clearly is not born out of adequate evaluation of proper data that looks at production levels and the severity of need for feeder routes. We indicate here, therefore, that the personal bias of the selection committee that resulted in the total exclusion of Wa East, Sisala West, and Sisala East districts, which are the leading producers of food crops in the region, is so unfair and insensitive to the plight of the farming communities.
The chiefs and the smallholder farmers made the following demands.
We hereby demand, on the principle of transparency and accountability, that the Ministry of Roads and Highways should publish the selection criteria that formed the basis for the inclusion or exclusion of beneficiary districts under the EU-funded 670 kilometers farm access roads project. 2, we further demand that in the spirit of fairness, social justice and non-discrimination, which are cardinal principles in the Ghanaian constitution and values shared by the EU, a reprioritization and selection of the farm access rules be done based on production levels and severity of need. Alternatively, ladies and gentlemen, we further demand that the Ministry of Roads and Highways should immediately find additional resources to create, rehabilitate, and maintain the abandoned farm access roads in the 4 aforementioned excluded farming districts under the EU-funded project.
They have given President Akufo-Addo a 2-week ultimatum to look into the issue and do the needful, or else they will advise themselves.
There are alternatives. Once there are alternatives, this is what we think could best fit into the situation. So let's all adhere to this and get it solved. But if it is not within the appropriate time frame, we would advise ourselves. So if we have taken steps of this nature, it is just wise.
At the blind side of the organizers and across the road, some unidentified persons bend this road tie on the middle of the road.
Reporting for J News, Rafik Salam, Tumu.